Good morning, Twitter. So this one is IMDb. Um, let's jump into it. I haven't even had coffee yet, but whatever. Um, IMDb, it's fucking nonsense, dude. Like, fucking no one cares. Like, let me say that first of all. The lower you are, the more people are like, oh, have you seen my IMDb? My IMDb. They want like, like go look. The higher up you go, they don't look at it, dude. Like, like big producers and shit, A-list, they don't look at IMDb. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. I mean, let's start from that baseline. It means something on the lower level. It means zero up there. They don't fucking care. And they don't put their shit on there. Actually, like, because they don't want anybody to know what the fuck they're working on. Like a big producer or something. Like I've had shit with, and hey, if you're a writer and you're like, and you're a somebody and you call me a liar, call me up. You can find my number on the internet. I'll tell you who it is. You call them up and you ask them, and now you're just gonna look stupid for asking them. They might be like, wait, what was it? Oh yeah. You know, um, but shit like that, it's not on there. You know what I mean? So I don't know why people are so. And I had a kid DM me and say like he's like 22 or some shit, and is like, and maybe this is gonna go a little ranty. Good, because it should. Um, DMs me and says like, because I say a lot that I'm a nobody, blah blah blah, and I still say that. But he DMs me and says, "Oh, I looked at your IMDb. It's true, you are a nobody." And it's like, kid, you're so fucking green that you don't even get what the fuck you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, I know agents that are not on IMDb who sold hit gigantic fucking movies for a lot of money, put together huge packages, who are not on there because they don't give a fuck. And then you have the lower level people, like all the indie shit, for example. They want to rush their shit on there, so they have an IMDb profile, like clout chasers. That's the new buzzword that should be going around. Clout chasers. I'm not trying to chase clout. I don't give a fuck about that shit. And I've already said, like, I don't need Hollywood, dude, to make money. I'm cool. I'm straight. You know what I mean? I write quickly. I write as a hobby now, essentially. Like I'm still gonna try to get my shit made, but I'm not trying to make money from that because I know there's no money in it. Anyway, moving on. What else? Let me give you a good example. I like examples. My ex had a client, and if you're a big writer, DM me. You don't believe me? Great. DM me. I'll tell you who the fuck it is, and you can call them up, right? Because you're a big shot. Call them up and ask them if this is true. 100 grand a week. They're making 100 grand a week to fix this shitty script that, release date set. We're making it. So let's bring him in and fix this fucking pile of shit. And maybe they're fixing your shit. I'm just joking. 100 grand a week for 9 weeks, made almost $1 million. Guess what his credit is? Nothing. It's not on IMDb. That is the best example I can think of. And so you'd have a stupid kid like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not on IMDb. Really? He's on set fixing this thing for the biggest writers, or the biggest producers and directors and studio on the fucking planet, and he made $1 million almost. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You've got to be kidding me. But then we also have clout chasers on Clubhouse. Maybe that's a different video. I don't know. But I'll say this real quick. Yeah, my ex was not on IMDb for the longest time. After hits like what? Tell me. Like Devil Wears Prada, not on there. Gone Girl, not on there. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't tell you the story of what went down. My shit, not on there. You know, for example, one of my shows, you put it all together. Paramount is on it, CBS. Producers, I'll tell you the producer was Catalyst at the time on that one. And that's a whole different story. They passed on me first. Let me just set that up real quick. They passed on me. They said nope, and I went in, did the general, and they said never mind. Called my agent, CAA, liked it, and who are my agents there? I don't want to bring them into it. That's why I don't want to name names, is because I don't like to bring them into this garbage. They passed, and then they wanted to jump back onto it. I like them, so I whatever. But anyway, so we're at Bazaar, right, the restaurant, and I'm trying to get us to meet. So that was a chef show. This is just an example of what does not go on to IMDb. It's all of us. It's the whole team, and me, the showrunners, the studio execs, the producers, all of us, and I'm trying to get us to meet the biggest chef on the planet. I've been going back and forth with his company. What is it? I don't want to bring him into it really. Like Think Food, I think. And so we're all CA at that point, and another agent from WME. No disrespect. Nancy Josephson, really nice, says I'll try to bring him over, and eventually brings him over. You know, he's having a meal with, I'll say it, Nike, because no one's going to see this video. And you know, that kind of shit is not on IMDb. So you don't know what someone's experience is, like, based off IMDb. Are all your fucking generals you did, is that on there? Nope. Is all your fucking attachments on there? Nope. Not usually. So using IMDb as a barometer to like understand what someone's intel is, it's stupid. It's newbie. And if you're like a big writer doing that, like, what the fuck? You should know this. You know, like, all I do to know if someone knows what the fuck they're talking about, I just use my ears, dude. My ears will tell me if someone's full of shit. It's kind of that. I'd never look anybody up on IMDb. And agents don't, and producers, they don't look you up on IMDb. They just ask, like, what do they got going on? You know, like, who have they worked with and for and all this kind of stuff. They just ask somebody. Like, it's not this tool where they're like, oh, let me go check IMDb. No, that's not what it is. Maybe that's a separate video, the Clubhouse thing. Whatever. Like, do we get it? Like, IMDb, like, don't, like, if you're stupid, great, use that as your barometer, but that's not how it works. Like, you know, like, there's huge agents and shit, for example, who sold like gigantic projects, and they're not on there. You cannot find them on there. So, and the lower level, like I said, they try to rush your shit onto there so that they can say, oh, I have an IMDb profile, you know, like clout chasers. I don't give a fuck about clout chasing. You know what I mean? Like what's the real story? So I guess that's kind of it. Fuck IMDb. Don't even look at it, I would say, because it don't matter. Like it that's all it does, is it just only tells you. And there was I don't want to forget that part. There was a Clubhouse the other day, And there was a bunch of people on there talking about how most of the shit that they fucked with isn't on IMDb, right? Like their generals or their attachments or, you know, or going up for an open writing assignment. That's not going to be on there. You go for an open writing assignment and you don't get it, that's not going to be on there. So it doesn't really tell you anything. So, like, come on, later.